The Honda Accord is back after a break. Now, when it was here, the Accord had that winning formula of space, refinement and luxury that came at an affordable price. This time around, the Honda Accord comes with a little bit more. With environment taking center stage, Honda have decided to bring the Accord as a hybrid, and that's the only version that you'll be able to buy. Does it make it a better car? And does this Honda retain all the qualities of that winning formula? That's what we're going to find out. The front end is unmistakably Honda, with the familiar smiling grille and the chrome garnish. But it does look more taut than the older version. There are blue accents on the headlamps and the grille to highlight the hybrid nature. This version of the Accord is actually more compact than its predecessor, sitting on a reduced wheelbase, which Honda says gives them 40% more stiffness and the overall car more agility. In fact, length and width are a little less, but height is a little more, giving this car an overall more compact look. The rear, however, still has that big, heavy feel, and the LED tail lamps get the blue accents too. Now, moving to the inside. It's a really nice interior. It feels luxury, it feels premium, it feels rich. You get dual screens now here in the center part of the dash, and it works really nicely with something like, say, the navigation system, where you can have the map on one screen and the instructions on the other screen, so you don't have to switch between screens to do things. In front of you, you get one big speedometer, and you get the rest of the electronic displays which show you whether it's on brake regeneration, whether it's in electric mode, or whether it's using the engine. The dash doesn't have that sweeping design as before, and along with the all-black interior, it takes away from the spacious feel of the previous Accord. Still, it is a very roomy cabin. There is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you can even start the engine of the car remotely to power the aircon system. There's a cool reverse cam that shows you not only the reverse parking area, but comes on every time you use the left indicator to give you a clearer picture of what's behind you before you turn. Now, though the dimensions are marginally smaller, efficient packing is a Honda strength, and it ensures that space inside hasn't been compromised. It still retains that amply spacious backseat. There's loads and loads of legroom. The rear seat is also nice and wide, 3, and I think even at a squeeze you could get 4 into this back seat. The good part is that you sit nice and high, so visibility is really good. It feels airy and spacious. And if you're sitting behind the passenger seat, now you get a set of buttons to open up more room for yourself. What makes this car truly unique, however, is the two-motor hybrid system, combining a 143 HP 2-litre iVTEC Atkinson cycle engine along with 2 electric motors. The Accord Hybrid achieves a peak combined output of 215 HP. Known as Intelligent Multimode Drive, the system has 3 operating modes: Hybrid Drive, EV Drive and Engine Drive. Start it up, and except for that little warning tone, it's eerily silent on this inside, and sometimes you're left wondering, is it on? Or have I not switched on the car? And that's the first giveaway that this is a hybrid. Under most conditions, the vehicle operates in a similar manner to a range extender. In the hybrid drive mode, the petrol engine operates as a generator, providing electricity to the electric motor and charging the batteries. Unlike other hybrids where the engine drives the wheels, in this Accord the front wheels are driven by the electric motor alone. The engine has no direct link to the front wheels, and since power is being sent via electric motors, there's no need for a conventional transmission. In the EV drive mode, the Accord Hybrid can also operate on electric power alone, but for a very limited range of 2 kilometers with the engine shut off. Now, the second giveaway that this is a hybrid is the fact that there is no tachometer. So despite the fact that this is a Honda petrol engine, don't expect those revs right up to 7,000 RPM. In fact, power here is concentrated lower down. Initial response is really good, especially with the assist of the electric motors. And driving in city traffic is very easy. What makes the Accord Hybrid unique, however, is the engine drive mode, where the engine drives the wheels, used mainly during medium to high-speed cruising after 70 km per hour, where only one fixed gear ratio corresponding to 5th or 6th is used. And And while the engine has sufficient power, an electric assist is also sometimes used to provide the most amount of performance. This makes it both a series and parallel hybrid truly unique. What's even more radical is the fact that the Accord Hybrid is constantly shifting between these three distinct drive operations, optimizing fuel efficiency on the fly. So all this technology ensures that as long as you don't accelerate hard, the Accord does a great job of transporting you around town or the highway in the most effortless manner. But pin your foot to the floor and it just doesn't seem effortless anymore. What it really lacks is that top-end power. In fact, if you put your foot down and push it hard, you will hear it rev quite loudly. The engine revs soar to a preset limit to optimize efficiency and are held there. It feels like there's a CVT gearbox hiding somewhere. You can feel the car accelerating faster, but it isn't that punchy rev-free feeling you're used to from Honda. Although there is a sports mode which does provide more battery assist and enhances the experience, a 215 HP Honda honestly should be really a lot more fun. But this car is not about sportiness and fun, it's about efficiency and everything points to that. The Autobox even has a brake mode selection. Now you can also drive it in the B mode, which enhances brake regeneration. Honda claimed 23.1 kilometers per litre, which is impressive for a car of this size. In fact, it's not only the engine, but the entire car that is really geared towards stress-free experiences rather than a sporty character. The suspension too has been set up for effortless driving. The steering, though not engaging, is accurate and nicely weighted. And whether it's around corners or at straight line speeds, the Accord feels quite sure-footed and planted and stable. Hit an uneven patch though and the rear tends to bounce around a bit, and suddenly the car doesn't feel as settled as before. Although it feels pliant and supple at low speeds, once you pick up the pace you do get a lot more vertical movement in the back seat. Still, it's nothing that will unsettle you and the back seat remains a very comfortable place to be. Honda has taken the hybrid-only route for the Accord, partly to showcase its technology and partly to take advantage of the lower excise duties and VAT on hybrid cars. But unlike the Camry, which is assembled here, the Accord won't get the famed tax break offered to locally produced cars. The Accord is a full import and there's no concession on import duty, and that's what will make it considerably more expensive than the Camry. So the Honda Accord does retain all its winning qualities. It's spacious, it's comfortable, it's refined, it gives you that sense of luxury, it comes loaded with equipment, and now as a hybrid, it's extremely efficient too. The one thing that it can't retain is the affordable tag. Now, the fact that this is a hybrid and it's a complete import makes it expensive. Priced north of 40 lakh, Honda have priced this out of the game.